Okay, we're here. All right. Okie dokie. Well, I will get us started here. Alright, so to celebrate the fact that I am on the final boss for one of my favorite games of the year so far, Silent Hill F, we're going to be doing a fun activity involving two of my favorite franchises, Silent Hill and Kingdom Hearts, and we're going to be doing a tier list. The tier list is going to be us deciding the criteria people are going to be having to enter Silent Hill. So we have our bottom level here. So this is they can't go to Silent Hill. Yeah! Peony in the house. How we doing? How's Sister Pearl? How are the cats? So we're going to start on the bottom level here. So they cannot go to Silent Hill. So either they're kids and they're animals. I feel like animals don't really have... Everyone is good. Wonderful to hear. I feel like animals don't have the morality to, like, be able to be sent to Silent Hill personally. Or the idea of, like, shame or consequence or, like, horror. You know? I feel like there are animals in Silent Hill. We fought them. But I believe animals as themselves don't have the capacity to, like, just go there. Like, I don't think a dog can, like, subconsciously... Donald definitely goes to Silent Hill. I'm just saying that outright. We'll break down the tier list. Don't worry, Peony. So, second level after that is doesn't go to Silent Hill. So these are pure souls. These are people who haven't done anything wrong. And they're people who, I believe, just aren't a fit there. Like, the Silent Hill has nothing to break them and bring them into their horrible, fucked up world. Next up, they ended up in Silent Hill and lived. So this is more happenstance. These are people who don't necessarily have, like, a right means. So these are people who probably have something they're ashamed of or something that happened to them that's outside of their control or outside of their own realm of choice. And Silent Hill uses that to pull them in. And we have two choices where they lived in Silent Hill. They lived, like they got out alive, or they died. So this is a pretty bleak scenario. And then we have deserved to go to Silent Hill, but they lived. Maybe they were able to, like, take on their choices and be able to, like, handle their shit and come out of it a better person, or at the very least able to manage themselves better. And then, of course, deserved to go on Silent Hill, and they died. So they deserved everything they got up until their last breath. And that's our top tier, worst the worst, and or, you know, people who just end up deserving it. So let's begin. I don't want to start with some heavy hitters first. I'm going to start with a few people who I think might not be surprising. So off the bat, I feel like we should get a couple animals out of here. So I think, for instance, I think the entire 100 Acre Wood gang, they are not going to Silent Hill. I don't think Pooh has the capacity to feel shame. So I think he deserves to just not go. So we got Pooh, we got Piglet. We actually, hold on, we'll pull Piglet back here for a second. Tigger, of course. Rabbit. Roo. We got the Heffalump here. Owl goes to Silent Hill and Boris Pyramid Head. We'll put Eeyore here too. One second. Where's the rest of the gang? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Oh, here we go. Gopher, Kanga, and I believe that's everyone here. He won't shut up about all those stories. Okay, so here's the thing. So they don't go to Silent Hill, right? They can't go, I think. Piglet, in Piglet's big game, he goes to Dream Realms, and the music there is very reminiscent of Silent Hill. It's a huge meme in the community right now, where everyone's saying, "Oh, Piglet's big game is horrifying," because it takes a lot of like structure and build from Silent Hill games and like survival horror games in general. You have to collect resources, you have to fight monsters, there's a creepy soundtrack. So I think Piglet does end up in Silent Hill and he survives. That's my deal. Plus, he's really fearful. There's a lot of shame in fear. But I think Piglet has it in himself to be brave and overcome those fears and survive. Owl goes to Silent Hill and he bores Pyramid Head. Yeah, he goes and he does bore Pyramid Head. He can't handle it. He's like, "Get the fuck out of here, dude." And Owl's like, "Let me tell you a tale." But everyone else I think is pretty clear. Eeyore, sadly, I think he goes. I think he deserves to go to Silent Hill and he dies. I think that's because Eeyore just can't get above himself. He's too pulled down by his own depression, I think, to really make any meaningful changes in his life, and he'll end up drowning in Lake Toluca. So that's my opinion. I think Eeyore is going to Silent Hill, and he's going to die. R.I.P. Eeyore. I agree. I think I made a pretty good case. We're off to a great start, I think. Piglet survives. He's a champ, and Owl survives based on boredom. And everyone else doesn't get to go. They just see Piglet terrifyingly swinging his arms in the forest, and they go, "What is wrong with you, Piglet?" And Piglet's like, "Don't you see them? They're crawling in your eyes." And Pooh's like, "I don't understand what you're saying, Piglet. I only have 2 eyes." Next, let's find out who else. Let's go for Alright, let's go the Tarzan crew. So let's go animals first. I think Kerchak, the mom, and Rosie O'Donnell, gorilla, and the normal gorilla, I don't think they go. I believe they just don't have the morality and the intellect and the shame to feel the effects of Silent Hill. Should I add a Thrives in Silent Hill section? Because I feel like the Sabor would be great in Silent Hill. I think Sabor would love it. Can I add it? I'll add one here. Add a row above. And this will be black. And we'll put this as Thrives in Silent Hill. Is there like a way to like... Yeah, I think so. I think Sabor would be a great Silent Hill boss. I think so too. She's really scary, and also like when you fight her in deep jungle, she's dipping and diving all through those vines, and that can be kind of scary for a youngster. So I think she thrives in Silent Hill. I think she's having a great time. She's just dipping and diving out of the fog. Horrifying. I think she kills Eeyore. I think that's probably the lore we're building right now. In our Silent Hill world, she kills Eeyore. He moves too slow. And we all know that the leopard is a natural predator of the donkey. You know what I mean? It's nature's layup. So that's where we're at right now. Okay. Let's see. Who else is here? The whale. I think the whale is Silent Hill from Pinocchio. I think the whale is a Silent Hill. You know what I mean? I think he is in and of himself a Silent Hill. He's kind of a horrifying creature. The rules. The whale is Silent Hill. Yeah. I think he needs his own row personally. The whale is Silent Hill. Yeah, that's the deal. That's the only thing that makes sense. Because he's kind of a obtuse location. You have a hard time deciphering where you're going. Riku and Sora have that connection in Monstro that's very reminiscent of like a deep like Silent Hill-esque talk of like, we need to talk about your issues. And Sora's like, I don't understand what's happening and I'm scared. I just got into this tier list. It's already amazing. Hi, Orna. So I got some explanations to do really quick. We'll start at the bottom here. So here's the explanation. So can't go to Silent Hill because their kids are animals. I feel it's pretty safe to say that most of the 100 Acre Wood crew and the animals from Tarzan are pretty safe. I feel like animals can't really feel shame. And these fellas just don't really have it in them to, like, be, like, worried. Piglet and Owl, we decided. Julius, you already know. Hey, Sully. Oh! Hey! Oh my goodness! Thank you for the follow! Let's go digging for plot holes together. Alright. So we ended up in Silent Hill and lived. We decided that Piglet, because of Piglet's big game, which takes a lot of, like, survival horror instincts, he survives. He finds it in him to overcome his fear and be brave, and Owl just bores a shit out of Pyramid Head and makes him leave. Eeyore can't get over his depression, and it sucks him into a whirlpool and he dies. And Eeyore just can't get above himself. He can't, find it in himself to move forward. And then we have Thrives in Silent Hill, and we think Sabor would be great. She's kind of a scary person in Tarzan, and she would just be great diving in and out of the fog. And the whale is just Silent Hill. The structure of the inner workings of the whale is so, like, horror-esque. And we discussed a little bit how Riku and Sora have that connection of, like, talking about a lot of different things and, like, emotional stuff. I thought I had already done that. No! It's okay. Thank you, though. I always get appreciative of the follows. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, Sully. Which reminds me, I need to get on the Blue Sky real quick. And okay, copy. We are doing a Kingdom Hearts. Who deserves to go to Silent Hill tier list, and then beating the final boss for Silent Hill F. Hashtag Silent Hill. Hashtag Kingdom Hearts. There we go. All right. Now that I did that. All right, so we can move on to the next fella here. Hainer post Hey Loser Gate. Oh, we want to do some Twilight Crew because we got a little bit more people here. I'm hoping I can last through this stream. I took a nap on the couch. I'm sorry if I go time at some point. I have to wake up 2 a.m. tomorrow. It's 9 a.m. Okay, I'll be sure to take that into account. Thank you, Peony, for staying in and thugging it out. You're the best. Hainer. I think Hainer ends up in Silent Hill. I don't think he, like, means to end up there. I just think he kind of is a bit of... I think he's just a goofball and a bit of a doofus. I think he ends up there by accident. I feel like he can have some shame and a little bit of fear and worry, but I think he can find it himself to pull through. I think he can survive. You know what I mean? I don't think he's like a negative person. I feel like he can make it. I think Hainer is collateral to Roxas' Silent Hill. Absolutely. Collateral. Absolute collateral. Maybe that's what ends up in Silent Hill is because of the collateral of Roxas' Silent Hill, which we will get to Roxas eventually. I also believe Olette would be privy to Silent Hill. She would also end up there as well as Pence. Hainer, Pence, Olette. They would end up in Roxas's by proxy, sadly. But I think they would live. I don't think they have anything deeply horrifying. Olette arms her barbed wire baseball bat. She dude, manga Olette is crazy. She goes hard in the paint. Man, speaking of which, let's get a couple more. Pluto, I don't think Pluto goes to Silent Hill. Actually, no. He does a lot of jumping around through different realms. Just on his own. He goes to different worlds on his own. He would end up there, but he would be totally fine. You know what I mean? He would be fine. He can traverse fine. He's fine. But Huey, Dewey, and Louie, they're children. Pluto would be like a doll. Like the doll, like a guide, absolutely. He would escape unscathed. Pluto's safe, 100%. Pluto would like be like the dog you would see like pop out occasionally. He'd be like roof roof, and he'd be fine. Huey, Dewey, and Louie are safe. They're kids. There's nothing for them to pull on to like bring them in. Goofy would die after what he did to his wife. No, not Goofy. Not Goofy being a James Sunderland. That'd be awful. Pongo and Perdita would totally not go to Silent Hill. The puppies not either. Alright, controversial choice. I'm looking at Cheshire Cat. Cheshire Cat is thriving in Silent Hill. He's having a fucking blast. This is such a good time for him. He's having the best time. He's like, oh, I'm going to pull out all your insecurities and all your fears, and it's going to be so much fun. In fact, he is Silent Hill. The blank is Silent Hill. The Cheshire Cat is Silent Hill. 100%. He's playing mind games. Like, physically the whale, but Cheshire Cat is like a Pyramid Head-esque character. You know? Merlin's been to Silent Hill, but it doesn't hurt him because he sees the big inconvenience. Ooh, good choice. I think he would. Where is he? There he is. He would definitely go there by proxy. I feel like he has the wherewithal to withstand it. Kind of like Fox Mask right now. He has it in him to just go there and just be totally fine. Based on some otherworldly nonsense. Diablo, the raven that belongs to Maleficent, he's a bird. Nameless Star is a Nameless Star because she already went to Silent Hill. That's true. So, died, right? Nameless Star's dead. Essentially. So she is there. She's already went to Silent Hill. Probably more than Eeyore, though. PT was set in Quadratum. Ooh! That's why it was canceled. Like Missing Link. Alright. Maleficent thrives 100%. She's having a great time. She loves it. She's having a huge, like, oh, this is all evil and horrible and I love it. She's having a great time. She's thriving more than Sabor. But Sabor's having a good time, too. Let's see. I feel like Iago goes, but he dies. He deserves to go and he died. There's no saving Iago. He'd go, Pyramid Head, we got to find Jasmine. Holy shit, James! What the hell are you doing? You know, he's just screaming nonsense like that. And then blam. Kablamo, he's dead. 100% dead. Missing Link went to Silent Hill. Imagine Maleficent hanging out in a giant whale with a couple of cats and being absolutely thrilled. Dude, she'd have a ball. She'd have a great time. Oh, man. Oh, Hydra. So, I think Hydra and fucking Cerberus are thriving in Silent Hill. Hell's basically like Silent Hill. You know what I mean? I mean, Silent Hill is hell adjacent. They'd have a great time there. They'd have a fun time hanging out. You know? Oh, up one level. Thriving in Silent Hill. They love it. Let's see. The brooms. The brooms have only one thing in mind, and that's to pour a bucket into a well. That's their own... No, take the water out of the well and throw it on the floor to clean. They don't have a sense of morality or anything like that. They're just totally just there doing their job. They can't go to Silent Hill. And Cleo can't go. She's so sweet. I don't think they can go unless they're there to be monsters to fight. Ooh, that would be an interesting enemy. Maybe the Thrives in Silent Hill is actually enemy in Silent Hill. Maybe that's the key here. Enemy in Silent Hill. That makes sense. Maybe they are the enemy. I mean, they are kind of mindless. They are kind of doing their own thing. You know? If they were told to just fight, they would just fight till their last wooden breath. Alright. Sin Sid's Tower, but Silent Hill. Do 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 do. I think the cards are pretty. No. We'll focus on the cards. Flotsam and Jetsam are thriving and they're enemies in Silent Hill. They love it. They're evil. The peddler deserved to go to Silent Hill. Oh boy, let's find the peddler. Where's the peddler? There he is. This fuck. He deserved to go and he dies. His sins caught up with him. He's going down. All right. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. They deserve it, and I think they die. I believe there's something evil about these two. I can't explain it, but they feel like a Silent Hill-esque enemy with not just enemy, but like their aura breathes we are evil and we're planning someone's destruction. They died in Silent Hill, now they haunt it. They do haunt it. They're very much spirits in Silent Hill. We'll put them in here. They're enemies in Silent Hill. I think most of the Alice in Wonderland creatures could be like that. Datasaur ended up in Silent Hill and died. Yeah. There's something so funny about picking a Disney character and going, they deserve to die in Silent Hill. Nira! Datasora, I think he ended up in Silent Hill and died. Yeah, I don't think... God. Datasora is just Data. He doesn't have a strong moral compass, I think. He's just kind of there to do his job. But I don't think he makes it. He makes it? Datasora makes it. He doesn't... He Recoded makes it? Really? I love him. Your Honor, please, I love him. Alright, plead your case. Plead your case why I should bring him back from the dead really quick. Your Honor! Your Honor, please! He's baby! No. Fine, he is baby. He's on the fucking cusp, okay? He's barely alive, alright? He's 2 steps away from Bonzi Buddy. Glup is thriving. He loves it. He's having a great time in Silent Hill. He's all about scaring people and eating people. He loves it. Cubby. Oh, he's dead. He knows what he did. Ariel's sisters. Only 2 of them, though. Oh, Oogie Boogie. R.I.P. Cubby. He deserves it. He knows what he did. Look at him. F's in the chat for Cubby. Fuck him. Ariel. I might be biased because I love Ariel. I don't think she goes. I don't think she doesn't deserve to go to Silent Hill. She's just a girl who wants to be where the people are. Just having a real revelation, we'll never see the Mad Hatter or the March Hare at anything but UX. Yeah. Oogie died in Silent Hill and now runs it. That's a fair point. Now. Yeah, Oogie would be love in Silent Hill. Where is he? There you are. Oogie loves it. Oogie's an enemy in Silent Hill. He loves it. Blank in Silent Hill. And then we'd have his 3 lackeys as enemies in there. Where are they? Here they are. Lock, Shock, and Barrel. They love it. Barrel. There you are. Alright. The specific Ariel sisters from KH2 are Andrina and Atina. Okay, thank you. I don't know. Do they deserve it? I don't think they I think much like Ariel, I don't think they deserve to go to Silent Hill. They're just nice girls. They're not really doing anything wrong. The Magic Mirror is currently in Silent Hill. That's true. Where's the Magic Mirror? There he is. Yeah, he's definitely in Silent Hill. In fact, I think he is Silent Hill. Because, like, remember when Aqua and Terra get brought into his realm? Like, he physically pulled them into his Silent Hill. He's like, welcome to my twisted mind. You know what I mean? He's definitely playing games. Magnifico is Silent Hill. 100%. Yes, Magic Mirror. Alright. Oh, The Darkness? The Darkness is just Silent Hill. The Darkness is the most absolute Silent Hill. This is the most Silent Hill has to offer. Nothing but pure, unyielding, and unbreaking darkness. That's just Silent Hill. Easily Silent Hill. Darkness is the hill. It is the hill! Darkness is the hill. Hades is running it. He's having a great time. Pure, unyielding darkness and a whale. Hear me out. Sully, I'll hear you out. I'll hear you out. We have a whole roster here. Minnie deserved to go to Silent Hill and survived. Minnie Mouse deserves to go to Silent Hill and survived. Why does she deserve to go to Silent Hill? Mickey for sure. I'm sure Mickey's done some things. Where is Michael Mouse? There he is. Here's Michael. She banned Chief for being annoying. Put the rat in. Mickey deserves it. I think Mickey and Minnie deserve to go to Silent Hill, and I think they pull out. I think they pull out alive. They have it in them to overcome, I believe. Mickey went to Silent Hill to get the Keyblade. That's a solid point. And he came back. That's so true. He did come back. And Minnie deserves to go. Speaking of Pete, he died, right? He left Aqua in Silent Hill. Pete's dead in Silent Hill, right? He deserves to get sent, and he's dead, right? Like, there's no way. 100%. 100% he's not coming back. Only by divine intervention via Maleficent did... Well, she's a mistress evil. By divine intervention did he decide to survive, but thrown out there on his own, dead as a doornail. Easily dead. Alright. I don't think the Carpet deserves to go to Silent Hill. He can't go. Carpet doesn't have any shame. Minnie pulled out the Faith to escape. Oh, that's a good point. She has the Faith spells. Clayton went to Silent Hill and died. Dude, Clayton absolutely deserves to go to Silent Hill. He's a remorseless killer. And he dies for it. Where is he? Where are you? Where are you? He has a shotgun. I know he does. Here we go. Maybe that's how we get the shotgun. Is he drops it after we kill him. Clayton deserves to go to Silent Hill and he died. Oh, man. This is going great. Pain and Panic. They are enemies in Silent Hill. They love it. They're already in hell. Meanwhile, Mickey is running into her and pushing her to exit and avoid the team escort mission. 100%. It's very much a... Auron and Zack are in Silent Hill now. Oh, that's true. They are in Silent Hill. Alright, so I think Auron can survive, but Zack canonically is dead. I think Zack ended up in Silent Hill and died, but Auron deserved to go to Silent Hill and died. I never played X. Is Auron like a... I know he's a badass guy, but is he like a bad dude? Does he do some bad things? Dude, R.I.P. Zack. He ended up in Silent Hill and he died. It wasn't his fault. You know, he fucking bit off more than he can chew by accident. You know? Happens to the best of us. He's a good boy. Sephiroth's... Zack! Sephiroth's Cage 3 boss fight will be DLC for Silent Hill F. Dude, don't say that. I'm having such a hard time with Silent Hill F. I can't fight Sephiroth. It's an F? Oh, man. Someone get back to me on Auron. I think he might have deserved to go to Silent Hill, but I think he's... I haven't finished X, unfortunately, but he's currently kind of in the same boat as Zack as far as being alive, I'm correct. Okay. Little Chef. He's a little animal. Auron is a good guy, is a good boy. I cannot say more than that. Okay. He ends up in Silent Hill and lives then. Smee does not go to Silent Hill. He isn't. Smee's a good boy. Smee is a good boy, and he does not deserve to go to Silent Hill. You know what? That's a fair point. I'll take it. As soon as I can find him, I'll put him up there. There he is. Smee does not go to Silent Hill. He's good. He's a good man. He's on the bad side of things, but like he's a good man in his heart. And Silent Hill had nothing to pull out of him to like make him regret or make him feel shame. Let's see. Zeus locked the Titans in Silent Hill until the planets aligned. Yeah. Zeus locked Titans in Silent Hill. So the Titans are in Silent Hill. That feels fair. They're kind of like in their own version of hell. Throw them all in there. There's 2 Ice Titans, but I think it's because it's like Kingdom Hearts 3, like Kingdom Hearts characters, and I think they just include them twice. Poor Cyclops Titan guy. Yeah, Cyclops missed the cut. He's out of there. Oh, Chernobog, he's right. He is the Silent Hill. Moogles can go to Silent Hill. Moogles can go to Silent Hill. They're gonna sell you items. They end up in Silent Hill, but they live. They couldn't handle all that thickness. The Moogles? Or for Chernobog? Oh no, the Cyclops guy. Dude, Cyclops was guy with mad thick. Correct. Let's see here. I want to avoid some of the heavy hitters right now. I want to get some of the weaker people out of the way here. I think all the toys don't deserve to go to Silent Hill. All the toys. I would feel remiss if Woody or Buzz ended up in Silent Hill. I feel like they're all good boys. Grumpy is the only dwarf that goes to Silent Hill and he lives. Dude, Grumpy would kill it in Silent Hill. Where are the dwarves at? Where are my dwarves at? Here it is. So we got Doc. Doc doesn't go. Neither does Bashful or Sleepy. No, this is Bashful. That's Happy, I believe. This is Sneezy. And this is, of course, Dopey. You know what? They don't deserve the title, but I don't think Dopey can. He's too much of a baby boy. And Grumpy, of course, goes, but he survives. Because Grumpy, in fact, has that dog in him. Where is he? Dopey can't go. Correct. Dopey can't go to Silent Hill. There's nothing for him to pull. Just wash your dang hands. If they just wash their hands, no issue. Now, this will be a controversial pick. And I'm very sorry for everyone I'm going to upset with this turnout. Okay, because I got to plead my case here. Where is he? Where is he? Quasimodo. You dwarves not kick streamers, clean yourselves. Quasimodo ends up in Silent Hill. And I don't think he makes it. I don't think he can make it on his own. I think Quasimodo, he can't get over his own insecurities and his own fears, and he dies. I'm very sorry for everyone I just upset. I just don't think he has it in him by himself. Quasi! He's a good boy, but he has so much shame and fear in how he approaches the world that is ripe material for the hill to grab him and pull him in and not let him go. But he's a non-toxic male. He'd be such a good tragic death. He would be, and that's what makes it so sad, is that he's so undeserving of this fate, but he ends up with it anyways. You know what I mean? It's so sad. And on the flip side, let's not make it too sad. Where is he? Where is he? Don't hide from me. The irony that he and Zach are in together in the lineup, and Zach could give Quasi the support he'd need. Oh, that's so true. Zach would take Quasi under his arm the second he met him. He was like, this poor boy doesn't know what's going on. I gotta protect him. And that's what would get Zach killed, is trying to protect Quasimodo. Frollo deserves to go to Silent Hill, and he dies. That's a fucking well-deserved hit. Cinderella ends up in Silent Hill and lives. Yeah, I think so. She has her own dealio with fear and shame and like feeling things, but she doesn't ever give up hope. She ends up in Silent Hill and she lives. I believe in it. Yeah, kill Frollo! Frollo's dead. 100% he's dead. He ain't coming back. Sorry. Is that a hostile program? That is a hostile program. Which, where is he? Hostile program. He can't go to Silent Hill. He doesn't have a soul. Get him out of here. Fuck off of that. at any rate, I think any of the grid people can't go. I don't want Flynn. I don't want Korra. I don't want the OG Tron Man. And they don't want Riz. Or Young Guy. They all don't go. They better have the experiment. The experiment is in Silent. The experiment is here. Where is he? Here he is. The experiment. I think he ends up in Silent Hill and he dies. No, the enemy is Prime Silent Hill though. It's Prime Silent Hill. It's so creepy. Prime Silent Hill material. That's how he became the experiment. He died in Silent Hill. He did. That's what happened. Okay. Controversial. I think Elsa ends up in Silent Hill and lives. She's able to overcome her inner deal, and I think she's able to persevere. I think she can do it. She ends up in Silent Hill. Aurora doesn't go to Silent Hill, but Philip does and lives. Yeah, Aurora is a sweet bean. She's such a good girl. She's so nice. But Philip, he has some baggage. But he's willing to go through it to save her. I see the Elsa vision. Thank you, Orna. You see, you're peering into my mind's eye, and you see the vision. Fairy Godmother is Silent Hill? She can tend... I just had the idea of Lock, Shock, and Barrel ride around Silent Hill and the Prison Keeper. That's a fucking sick image, though. I think Fairy Godmother is Silent Hill? Because she can send people straight to, like, the end, right? She can send them there. Right? I mean, same boat as Merlin. But she straight up sent Riku and Kairi like, oh, here's the afterlife. We don't know where Sora is. So, same boat as Merlin, but it's weird. It's weird. I'll still never get over her being able to do that. Okay, let's get through a couple more of these people. I love how Sora's doing it. Is cheating, but not her. Don't shush. Don't talk about that. I feel like oh god, let's get through some. Oh, more programs. They don't have souls, so they don't deserve to be here. And I'm going to make the controversial choice and say, as much as I love Ralph and Vanellope, they are still programs, and they do not have souls to be tampered with and brought in. The Tremaine ladies go with Silent Hill for Anastasia. My reasoning is I hate him. You hate Phoebus? The Tremaine ladies die and go to Silent Hill, but except for Anastasia. Anastasia does have a redemption in the third Cinderella movie, and I see the vision, Peony. I see the vision in your mind's eye, and I am on board with it. I agree. Anastasia does deserve to go to Silent Hill, but she lives. She does live. She deserves it, but she's able to pull herself out of it before it makes any lasting impact. And the lasting impact, but her mother and sister do both go there. And I think it's safe to say that most Princesses of Heart don't deserve to go. So let's make that call really quick. I don't think Belle deserves to go. I don't think Snow White deserves to go. Where's Al? No, actually, no. I gotta pull back on Alice. Actually, Rapunzel doesn't deserve to go. Alice does definitely go. She does definitely go to Silent Hill. I was about to say that as I look to her, but I'm like, no, she ends up in a Silent Hill scenario, but she comes out okay. She comes out okay. You know what I mean? She manages to pull through, and that is the deal. Alice does live. She ends up in Silent Hill, but she lives by pure happenstance. Not her fault, of course. She's a nice girl, but she definitely ends up there, but lives. The whole goes and survives, but Joshua is Silent Hill. Okay, I don't know anything about The World Ends With You, but I will take your word for it and say they all go to Silent Hill. Where are they? Okay, so here's Josh. I know that for sure. He is Silent Hill. Tarzan can't go to Silent Hill. Soli, does, do they end up in Silent Hill, or do they deserve to go to Silent Hill? I'll pull him up here so we can get a look at him really quick. Tarzan can't go. Yeah, Tarzan doesn't have the, mental reasoning to have, like, a sense of morality like that. I think he's more animal like that. So he definitely doesn't go to Silent Hill. That makes the most sense to me. He can't go. If we go to H Canon, they all go there and survive. Alright. I'll go with the canon. They all go there and they survive. Because they're doing their Reaper games, if I remember it correctly. Man, I don't know jack all about The World Ends With You. I hear it's a good game, but I just don't know anything about it. Where are they? They were here a second ago. Did I get them all? Yeah. Yeah, there's those 4 and then Josh up here. Okay. Just want to make sure. I don't want to miss anybody. Let's see here. Okay. Beast deserves to go, but he lives. Beast was a piece of shit before he made his face turn, and he deserved it. I love that long line of characters from a game you didn't play. I didn't play it. I'm sorry. I hear it's good. It's a good. They ended up and they survived. But Beast deserved to go to Silent Hill, but he lives. I think he can pull it. I think he can pull himself out. Personally, no, I mean UX. Oh, yeah, UX is gonna be a fun time, and technically Dark Road. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time when I get to those folks eventually. I think Dumbo can't go. He can't go. He's a baby and he's a sweet boy. Neither can Apu or Flounder, I think. Chip can't go. He's like a baby. Pascal can't go. Dumbo too pure. Dumbo is too pure. Bambi can't go for sure. Baby Simba can't go. Or that's Kiara. I think that's Kiara. Boo obviously can't go. Obviously she can't go. Neither can Olaf. Okay. Let's Jock can't go. He's a little mouse. And I think we're getting through most of the fellas here. Okay. Victor and Larvine end up there and survive, but Hugo goes there and he dies. Okay. Hugo deserves to go and he dies. Yeah, Jason Alexander, Gargoyle, definitely deserves to go. And Victor and Larvine just end up there. I'm talking to a bird! Get out of here, Jason Alexander. Go back to Seinfeld. Santa can't go. It's Santa. Santa can't go to Silent Hill. He rhymed Adonis with croissant is. That's evil in of itself. Cardinal sin. I think Lucifer would be an enemy in Silent Hill. He's just a little too evil. Jamba goes to Silent Hill and thrives. Jamba, I bet, has a lot of war crimes going on. But he loves it. He loves that he deserves it and he likes it. Oh my gosh, time and place. This guy, I think he ends up in Silent Hill and he survives just by proxy of Cubby going there. Meow Wow and the Bat, they end up in Silent Hill and they live. You know what I mean? They deserve it. They survived. Can we please save Kyrie's grandma, She's been through enough. Are you telling me she didn't deserve to go to Silent Hill? Where is she? Where is that old bird? Where is she? Where is that silly old lady? Where is she? She's around here somewhere. There she is. She's in Silent Hill right now. She ends up in Silent Hill and nah, I'm just kidding. She doesn't go to Silent Hill. She's an old lady. Okay. Gaston deserves to go and he dies. He can't get over himself. There's no way. There's no way he dies. He dies as he lived. Just vain. Absolutely. Let's see here. Mushu deserves to go, but he survives. Hugo falls on him. Yeah, exactly. Mushu deserves to go to Silent Hill, but he lives. He's able to make his redemption, I think. Man, Pumbaa doesn't go. Wait, wasn't Anna a new 7th heart? That's true. Anna is a new 7th heart. You're not dumb. They mentioned it in the game. She doesn't go. Near those Wendy. Wendy doesn't go. She's close to a Princess of Heart. She's just nice. Sebastian doesn't go. He's a good at heart. He tries his best, you know. Oh, Chip and Dale, they don't go. I feel like they're too nice. They're too pure. They have nothing to pull up from. Speaking of pure though, I do believe that Scrooge does deserve to go to Silent Hill, and I do believe he survives. I just really need to clarify because in RV Prince of Heart, but Elsa, not Elsa, and I confused myself. No, you're all good. You're all good. I think Anna is a Princess of Heart. I think her and Elsa are. Rapunzel is the new one, and there's a few more, and then Kairi stays one. Phil deserves to go to Silent Hill, and I think he dies. He dies as he lives as a. Never liked the plot point, but he does deserve to go to Silent Hill, and I think he dies. He dies a horny goat because he has horns. I don't know what you guys thought. Riku Replica ends up there and survives. Riku Replica, where is he? Where's Replica? He is. Oh, right here. He ends up there next to Naminé. Ended up and lived. And Naminé. All right. Okay, here's controversial. I believe Naminé does deserve to go to Silent Hill, but I think she lives. She packs on so much trauma, and she does do something horrible to Sora and Replica in her time at the Castle Oblivion, which again is very Silent Hill-esque in its like way of like making you retread your memories and stuff like that. I do believe she deserves to go there for her sins, even if it was against her own will, because Silent Hill doesn't matter. Where did Ansem Diz go? Because he deserves to go. Oh, we'll get to Ansem, don't worry. But Naminé deserves to go, and I think she lives. I think she can find it in herself to heal from that, but I think she definitely deserves to go, because Silent Hill has prime material to sip out of her. And then speaking of Diz, here's the old man, and he deserves, and he actually survives. Some people think that she tried to mind break Axel, but couldn't because she wasn't close enough to Sora. That makes sense. I can see her trying to do that. But Ansem does deserve to go to Silent Hill, and I think he does survive. He factually survived Silent Hill. He survived in the Dark Realm for 10 plus years on nothing but his own grime and grit until he managed to crawl his way out. Like, he is a survivor. You know what I mean? And I hate to say it, but he fucking scrapped with the best of them. Um, I think the Tiger Mouth can't go. I don't think it's like Silent Hill adjacent enough. It's just a Tiger Mouth that leads underground. You know what I mean? And I don't think the treasure trove underneath him is like Silent Hill enough to warrant like a Monstro-esque level. You know what I mean? That's my own personal opinion. I do love Ansem and wish these Pokemon are dirty aspects understands the special angry dude got kickstarted his own issues. I think so too. Do you think Ansem Aqua have trauma Olympics about who had it worse in the realm of darkness? Do I think they have trauma Olympics? I think they can definitely like come together and talk about it and like have a real good conversation about like what it did to them. But I don't think they do trauma Olympics about it. I just think they have a sharing circle. Bless you. I'm just an Ansem hater. I think Simba, Nala, Timon, Rafiki, and Mufasa can't go to Silent Hill. They don't go to Silent Hill. I think they're all relatively good natured, and like positive. Where's the Struggler announcer? Is he in here? Is he in the lineup? There he is. Yeah, the Struggler announcer. He does deserve to Silent Hill, and he dies. He has a fucking... I don't know how to explain it other than the emote that he has on my Twitch here. Where is he? Look at this emote. It's horrifying. I guess Sour Bill can't go either. Yeah, Sour Bill, he's, yeah, he can't go because he's Data. He wouldn't anyway. Sour Bill is my goat. He is the goat. Jiminy Cricket. He ends up in Silent Hill and he lives. Because he ends up in Monstro and he gets away. And on top of that, I'll also add Pinocchio and Geppetto. They end up in Silent Hill and lives. Let's see. Scar, and he loves Silent Hill. He's an enemy in Silent Hill. He loves it. He's so evil, he loves being there. And his 3 hyenas are going to be with him. They're just so evil. You know? They're evil in ways that these fellas can't be. I think Eric, I don't think Eric ends up in Silent Hill. Eric's a good dude. The Geppetto movie with Drew Carey deserves to get in Silent Hill. Is there a Drew Carey Geppetto movie? Are you serious? With whose line is it anyway, Drew Carey? Oh, man. Blue Fairy! It was a made-for-TV musical. Okay. Blue Fairy, she doesn't go, I think, right? Because, like... What now? Usher is also in it. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way there's a movie with Usher and Drew Carey that's a made-for-TV musical about Pinocchio. I promise. Hold the fuck on. I can't. Hold on. Wayne Bray. Okay. Pinocchio, Drew Carey, Usher. Geppetto is a 2000 TV movie retelling of the Pinocchio story. Usher Raymond is also in the cast, playing Pleasure Island ringleader. It's also Julia Louis-Dreyfus and Brett Spinner? Fucking... What? Elaine is the fucking Blue Fairy? What the fuck? It was... You're welcome. I'm so bewildered. It was written. It was made by the same, music-wise, the same guy who did fucking Godspell, Pippin, and Wicked. He also did lyrics for Pocahontas, Hunchback, Prince of Egypt, Enchanted, Disenchanted. Steven Schwartz did music on this fucking movie. I can't fucking... What the fuck are we talking about? Are you fucking serious? I am in Silent Hill, and I'm dying. Okay. Stitch deserves to go to Silent Hill, but he lives. Ohana is family. He's right there with me. I think I caused a dragon break. Mulan doesn't deserve to go to Silent Hill. My boy Stitch. Stitch. He deserves it, but he lives because he's able to find his love in his heart. Sven can't go. He's a reindeer. Because reindeers are better than people. Maximus can't go because he's a horse. The crocodile, as much as he's is an animal who causes who's an antagonist, he is just an animal at the end of the day. And Sweet Boy Zero, he's much like Pluto. I think he's actually also dead, so he ends up in Silent Hill, and he lives. Yao Ling and Chen Po deserve to go because misogyny, but learn their lesson so they survive. Yeah, that feels fair. I think they should end up going because, like, you know, we have no idea. They were in a war, you know. You do things in war you might regret. So I definitely think they deserve to go, along with Shen here. But they come out of it better people for it. The easiest way out of Silent Hill is drag. Oh my god, you gotta duck walk all the way out of Silent Hill. You gotta work it, mama, and don't fuck it up. You know, gotta fucking lip sync battle out of here. I'm your host. Okay, in that case, fucking the big bad guy, he's an enemy in Silent Hill. He's loving all the horror and war and pain and stuff. I think it's safe to say that all the pirates deserve to go to Silent Hill, but in various differences. Like, Jack deserves to go and he dies. Jack Sparrow deserves to go to Silent Hill and he dies. Elizabeth deserves to go to Silent Hill, but she lives. Same thing with William. Barbossa. And fucking Davy Jones is an enemy in Silent Hill. Tiamala, I think that's her name is. She's an evil sea god, I think. The captain deserves to go, and he dies. And he deserves to go, and he lives. That sounds about right. Maurice goes to Silent Hill and lives. I think so too. Maurice, where is that old man? Yeah, he deserves to. He ends up going there, and he lives. He's a good man. He's a good man. Jasmine is the Princess of Heart, so she's unable to go. Aladdin, I think he ends up in Silent Hill. Well, he is a thief. No. Well, he might think he deserves to go to Silent Hill, but he's able to, like, figure it out and get out of there. So I think he thinks he deserves to go to Silent Hill. Aladdin has a lot of baggage, 100%. He does. Jafar, you need to go to Silent Hill. He deserves to go to Silent Hill and dies. Razul goes and dies. That's the evil guard. He does go, and he does die. It's awful. The Sultan, controversial. I think he deserves to go and die. He is a king. Why does it feel like it makes sense for Jane to go to Silent Hill and survive? I will give you an explanation for Jane. I think she goes because she is a grown woman with the ability to like ponder and think and have the ability to reflect, and her reflection might involve her like thinking of like all the things she's done in her past, and I think that could pull in some Silent Hill stuff. Eat the rich, 100%. Monarchy, down with the monarchy, dude. Eat the rich. Fucking no more kings. No kings. She's like a mature, grounded character. She is. Vivi. Vivi can't go, right? Vivi's a sweet little bean. Look at him. He's so cute. He has a little hat on. He's not going to Silent Hill. It's crazy. I think same thing. I think the Emperor deserves to go to Silent Hill and he dies. I don't even need to explain myself. Zeus deserves to go and he dies. You know what? Fuck it. Let's throw all the Greek and Roman gods up here. They all deserve to get the smoke. Fuck it. Throw Triton on there too. Why not? Let's see. All right, we're starting to make our way through here. I think a lot like the Tweedles. Vivi is in 9 is like technically not even a year old yet. Oh, so then obviously, not going. The Mad Hatter and the March Hare are definitely enemies in Silent Hill. They're gonna fuck with you, hardcore. They're gonna make your life hell. Along with the Queen. And the rabbit, sadly. The rabbit knows what he did. I think the doorknob should lead to Silent Hill. And the cards. Mike and Sully end up there and survive. 100%. 100% they just end up there. They went through the wrong door. And you know what? I don't think they would even notice that anything was wrong. Oh! Oh! Oh, hi! Hey, actually, if someone wants to redeem my fucking... Where is he? Bot alert. Who wants to hit the bot alert? Hit the bot alert. I'll do it.
Get out! God damn it! Get out!
There it is.
Damn it!
There we go. Thank you. You get him out. I think you should leave. Is that Vince McMahon? No. It's God, what's his name from I Think You Should Leave? It's the Tim Robinson skit show. But he's one of the guys on it. He's like his best friend. They work on a lot of stuff together. Meg and Hercules. I think Meg ends up in Silent Hill, and I think she's able to live. And Hercules also ends up in Silent Hill and lives. Actually, no. Meg deserves to go. I was about to say, I think they do deserve to go. But I think they can pull themselves out of it. Meg has a lot of baggage. Herc has a lot of baggage. She worked for Hades. That's true. That's very true. Oh, forgot the card. Up you go, buddy. Her bitchy UK boss. Not Hades. I I think the fairies don't go. I think the fairies are so sweet and kind. Well, maybe not Mayweather. Maybe Mayweather ends up and survives. She has a bit more feist to her. You know what I mean? Okay. Getting out of brass tacks here. I think all the Nightmare crew ends up there and lives. Because it's like another day in the office for them. All except for Frank. He deserves to go and he deserves to die for it. He does a lot of horrible things. I just know he does. In that laboratory of his, horrendous. Oh, Mike and Sully. That's right. They end up there, but they live. Other than the office. I think the disciplinary committee ends up there and survives. Randall goes there. He deserves to go there, and he dies. He called Pyramid later and caves up. Yeah, the where is it? The disciplinary committee. They all end up there. They're shitty kids, but like they're still like, you know, they have their deal, but they're not like gonna go there and like have a horrible time. They're not gonna have a fun time. Setzer hangs out with a bunch of kids and plays games. I don't like that. He's going there and he's dying. Ursula deserves to go there and she dies for sure. Gambling is a vice. Marshmallow, I don't think he understands what's going on, so he can't go. I don't think any of the servants in Beast Castle don't go because they're just normal people in like horrible circumstances. You know what I mean? They're not like, they didn't bring this upon themselves. Actually, wait, no. Beast would bring them in with him. Beast would end up bringing them into his Silent Hill. They're just employed there, bro. It's not their fault. Baymax can't go. Baymax obviously can't. Wait. Baymax can't go, but Evil Baymax deserved to go there and he lived. Or he ended up there and he lived. Because he literally came out of Silent Hill, didn't he? I mean, he kind of did, though. He did kind of end up there, right? That's the whole deal. He ended up in like an alternate dimension, right? 100%, yeah. So yeah, he ended up there and he died. Oh, that sucks. Poor Baymax, dude. Baymax is joining the ranks of people who ended up there and died with Quasimodo and Zack. This is a horrible lineup, but he's your healthcare companion, and you were satisfied with your service, and he saved you. Also, I would argue, R.I.P. Baymax. That's a second Baymax. That's true. All right, so all right. How about this? Second Baymax ended up in Silent Hill and survived. New Baymax ends up. New Baymax doesn't die, but original Baymax did go there and he did die. We'll split the difference, okay? I saved Baymax. You saved a Baymax. Congratulations. All right. Controversial choice. I think Hero believes he deserves to go to Silent Hill, and he lived. He has a lot of anger in his film. He was ready to kill Callahan. Like, he was ready for the fucking... He was ready to take him out. And he was not afraid to do it. But he had to be pulled back by his friends. You know what I mean? I think he does deserve to go to Silent Hill. And I don't think his friends would end up there. I think they're just good people. Actually, no, they would end up there by proxy, I think. They'd go in there trying to save him. Okay. Alright, Hans. He's definitely going, he's definitely dying, right? They gotta be there to help Hero survive, 100%. They're going in there to save him. Hans is definitely going to Silent Hill, and he's definitely dying. There's no arguing about that. 100%. Mommy Gothel. She definitely deserves to go there, and she's definitely dying. Oh, Mommy Gothel. She's great. Pegasus is an animal, so therefore he can't figure it out. Hans does not thrive. The 4-letter alert auto describe due to count does not kill. Oh, I can tell you that much. Yeah. Wait, what? 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 Anyways, Genie. I think Genie ends up in Silent Hill just by accident, by happenstance. You slam your face in your keyboard there, Nira. I think Kristoff ends up in Silent Hill, but he survives. Yeah, that happens from time to time. I feel like Eugene deserves to go to Silent Hill, but he lives. I think he can pull himself out of it. But he does deserve to go. He was a thief, and he did a lot of bad things for a while. They're getting ready to hang out with some fine shit. I love Sharon's absolutely flabbergasted reaction there. I was bewildered, and I was humbugged by that statement. The evil queen deserves to go there, and she dies. My flabbers were in fact gasted. It was so good. I may not be funny, but I am funny. I think this little Electro dude, Sparky, I don't think he can go. I don't think he has a concept for morality like Stitch does. He's more animal-like in that way. I think Esmeralda ends up in Silent Hill, but she lives. And I feel like Phoebus ends up in Silent Hill and he dies. I just don't believe he can do it. Well, maybe he can, actually. No, well, yeah. Yeah, okay. Sparky was the Birth by Sleep version of 100 Musketeers. I'm glad they're not on here. I think Gantu deserves it, and he dies. He's basically a space cop. Along with the woman in charge. They deserve to go to Silent Hill and they die. He can if Easy is there with him. Easy. All right, we got a few more people on here. Her name is Grand Councilwoman. Grand Councilwoman deserves to go Silent Hill, and so does Julius. He deserves to go to Silent Hill. Actually, no, he's an enemy in Silent Hill, 100%. He's evil. All right, controversial picks. I think Peter Pan deserves to go to Silent Hill, but he lives, as well as Tinkerbell. Question. Hit me with it. Honestly, yeah. They both deserve. Are there balloons in Silent Hill? There are balloons in Silent Hill. I was playing Silent Hill 2 on my downtime over the week, and there are balloons in Silent Hill. So Julius would be having a hard time. Julius is dead, 100%. You get an achievement for shooting all of them with your very limited ammunition when you get a gun. I think the prince doesn't go to Silent Hill. He's just kind of a nobody, as does the prince from... I think he ends up in Silent Hill. This guy has a foot thing, and I don't trust him. Cloud definitely deserves to go to Silent Hill, but he lives. He's a soldier. The second struggle announcer dude, I'm sure I'm just gonna call him Ryan Seacrest. Go to Silent Hill, the other announcer. Where is he? Where's Ryan Seacrest? I know who you're talking about too. Where is he? There he is. Yeah. Kink shaming, shake my head. I'm just saying, it's a lot. Get that guy out of here. I'm not shaming him for the foot thing. It's the first thing that came to mind when I saw his face. That's all. That's all I said. They're called plot points. They are called plot points. That's charming. Thank you. Look, I'm digging for plot holes. I got plot points. I got stuff going on here. I got a whole plan here. And they're little pencils. You earn pencils. And they're points you get from watching the stream. It's a whole thing. I think the Gullwings deserve to go and survive. I was about to say, I don't know much about the Gullwings, but they end up there and they survive. I mean, I think so. I always liked the goth looking one. She was always nice. Sephiroth, I think he's an enemy in Silent Hill. I don't think he has like the pull for him to be like a complete. They're nothing like they are in X2. Good to know. I think Sephiroth's an enemy. I don't think he has like the actually no. With all the stuff going on in the Rebirth, he's definitely in Blanka's Silent Hill. Probably right underneath probably right underneath Cheshire Cat. He's a DLC boss. I'd argue Seth is Silent Hill. Yeah, I you know what? It is a big bad. I was just about to say, as I was thinking about it, like, with all the shit going on in the 7 trilogy going on, like, he is definitely bordering on Silent Hill adjacent. You know, he's definitely up there with Cheshire Cat with fuckery. Alright, and then with Hook, I think Hook deserves to go. And he dies because he's a pirate. He's definitely in Silent Hill. Alright, Daisy. Daisy Duck. I think she deserves to go to Silent Hill. And I think she lives. Sid deserves to go to Silent Hill in 7, but I don't know about KH. She's abusive. Just remember that. Sid deserves to go to Silent Hill in 7. Where is Sid? I think... Yeah. He does some things I heard in 7. I haven't seen it. It's like how they communicate their love language with Daisy the other. He'd live. Daisy spanks Feather's down Feather ass. Stop! We're getting into the deal though now. Alright, Yen Sid. I think he deserves to go to Silent Hill, and he deserves to die. And I will always stand by. I'll always stand by that. Go to hell. He dies. He dies. Death. He's dead. He dies to death.
I'll get you, bitch.
Hey, me when I fucking get you. I don't understand the Yen Sid slander. It's deep, and it's got a lot of feeling in it. Solely, there's a lot to unpack there. It's funny. It's hard to explain, but like I look at him, it's a visceral reaction. You know what I mean? It's the fact that he does nothing and expects all the credit. I think is a big factor. He also failed Sora. He fails a lot of people. He won't get off his chair. He's a bad teacher. How? Okay, but consider this. He's old. Consider this. Did you know you can freeze the bubble in Hollow Bastion? I did know you could freeze the bubble in Hollow Bastion. His name is spelled backwards as Disney? Alright. I think Leon ends up in Silent Hill and lives, as does Yuffie. And Aerith, of course, ends up in Silent Hill and dies, as is tradition. No! My baby! I'm so sorry. F for Aerith. Leon belongs in Resident Evil. Solely pay respects to Aerith. F's in the chat for Aerith. She's back. She's dead again. Well, hey, alright, you know what? I'll make this all better. She's right next to Zack. Okay? They're together. They're finally together. I got tracked by the remake. Era's my favorite. I also got tricked by the remake. She is a good character. I like her. Now let's go with the Destiny Island crew here. Titus, Waka, and Selphie. I think Titus ends up in Silent Hill and he lives. I think he's just a good boy, as is Selphie. However, he goes to Silent Hill and he dies? Really? If I kenned any character, it would be Aerith. You think he dies? Oh, wait, he does die, huh? Spoiler alert. When she smashed out the chair, I smiled and said, yeah, okay, this one. And of course, Waka deserves to go to Silent Hill, and he does deserve to die. Because he does hate Al Bhed with a passion. Let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something, brother. I can smell Al Bhed anywhere. I'm just saying, brother. If you want to be technical, Titus came from Silent Hill. Well, we'll fucking send him back. By that logic. Send him back. Send him back to sender. Alright, gang. This is where I need your guys' help. This means nothing to me. I have no idea. This is Missing Link guy. And I think he deserves to go to Silent Hill and die. Because he is the most dead of any character ever on this list. Like, he is 100% dead, right? Like, there's no coming back from this one. The child with the white hair, he deserves it and dies. Child with the white hair? This fella? None of them can go to Silent Hill because they're 2D. Wait, are they all Data? I have zero opinion of the case. I know next to nothing about them. No. No, just not 3D models. Okay, but like, I know this guy is supposed to be like the player, I think? And I think this was Brain. That's Strelitzia. Strelitzia ended up in Silent Hill. And she died. Politely requesting Yozora dies. We'll get to Yozora soon, I promise. Honestly, I think most of these characters end up in Silent Hill and dying, right? A lot of them mostly by happenstance and because they actually just straight up fucking die. So I will just... Yeah, all of them are just dead. Yeah, I think that's fair. It makes it easier for me, and it also makes it easier for the list, I think. Because, like, these guys are factually straight up dead. Isn't the black lady with the... Isn't the black... Not the black lady. Isn't the lady with the black hair Xehanort's mom? Maybe. I think so. He lives. Except for with the brown fur and the fur collar. Oh, fur collar. Brown hair and fur collar. Oh, this fella. No, wait. This fella. He lives. He sure does. This is Xehanort's mom. This is this guy. This is this guy. Okay. Cherthi is an enemy in Silent Hill. I saw the clips of this guy when I was doing a little UX looking. He does become an enemy. And Cherthi, I think he lives too much. Ends up in Silent Hill and lives. Because they're still alive somewhere. Alright, gang. This just leaves way too much. This leaves the heavy hitters. This leaves most of the KH that we know and love. You know what I mean? This leaves the big guys. So, let's get down to it. Yozora. I don't even have an opinion on this guy. I guess, well, he can't go, right? I guess, or he doesn't go. I don't even know what he does. Like, that's the thing. Wait, the Foretellers also die? Well, they deserve to die, right? They deserved it for starting the war. So throw them all up there. They have 3D models, but they're from UX. Yeah, they all deserved it. All the Foretellers, but Ava deserve it. Is Ava the unicorn one? Fox! Fox. This fella right here then. Ended up in Silent Hill and died. But the rest deserved it. No, the pink one. Pink. Okay. I'm also colorblind. Correct? Yes? Yay! Okay. Alright, here we go. Lushu deserves to go to Silent Hill and dies, right? Heart her. Master Masters deserves to go and dies. Send the bear for Hell and I'll steal his Keyblade. Hey, Taishurin, what's up? Enfer ends up in Silent Hill and dies. Technically, I think Lushu lives. Oh, he does live, doesn't he? Deserves to go to Silent Hill and lives. Lushu lives by a lot. Young Xehanort. Young Xehanort deserves it, right? But he lives. Hell. He deserves it and dies. I don't think he can get over himself. Boss fight Roxas. I think he deserves it. Personally. There's another Roxas on the list, but this one specifically is his rage, like... his rage incarnate. You know what I mean? He's unable to move past his pain. He does deserve it in the best way. He does deserve it in the best way. Isn't that Data Roxas? I mean, is it? I mean, it could be. It is different. Nah. Young... wait, is this Riku replica? He was by Data Sora. And Data Riku. Oh, fuck. Is it Data? God damn it. Get out of here. Yeah. That sucks. Organization Riku. Oh, this is Data Riku. That's Data Riku in the coat. Alright. Okay. Alright, so now we're down to the heavy hitters. Because he is the older model with green eyes. Oh, okay. Terranort. He deserves to go to Silent Hill. And he dies. Terra goes to Silent Hill and lives. Oh, he does go to Silent Hill and lives. Terranort does live. Hell. Agree. Lingering Will. He ends up in Silent Hill and lives. No. Wait, no, yeah, he ends up. He deserves it. Wait, he deserves it and lives. Because, he managed to overcome death, which I think the most Silent Hill protagonist can do. I like Lingering Will. I like him too. He has a cool design. Vanitas. Vanitas goes. He deserves it, and I think he dies. I don't think he can. He cannot. Hell for the child. He can't do it. He would crumble underneath the pressure. I nearly had a heart attack when I beat Lingering Will. I can't beat Lingering Will, so you got one on me. Vanitas deserves to go, and he deserves to die. He can't beat it. Master Xehanort, of course, deserves to go, and he deserves to die. Ericus deserves to go to Silent Hill and deserves to die. He stayed by his convictions too hard, and it cost him his life. And that's the most Silent Hill thing I can possibly think of. Get these old men out of here. And now we're down to the org. Larxene. Make them kiss. I'll put them they're right next to each other. Larxene deserves to go and die. And then make them kiss. Vexen deserves to go and dies. As does Zaldin. Marluxia. Lexaeus. But Vexen said he was sorry. He said he was sorry. Ooh, I'm sorry. I betrayed everyone. I think the end's the only organization that deserves to go and lives. Yeah, I think so too. He was a baby when they decided to upend the boy, so he deserves to go, but he definitely deserves to live. Demyx is not going. Demyx doesn't go? Fight me. It's so over. He's too lazy. No, she's right. Yeah, I don't think he's... He doesn't care enough in his own convictions to have anything to pull. So he can't go. Hi, Onyx. He doesn't care enough to go. Luxord. I think Luxord deserves to go and lives. Saïx. He deserves to die, and he deserves to go to Silent Hill, I think. He's just evil. Issa, different story, but Saïx deserves to go. You, a bureaucrat. Xigbar, he deserves to go and deserves to die. I'm sorry, he's evil. He knows what he's doing and he likes it. Deed. Xemnas deserves to go and he deserves to die. And Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, he is Silent Hill. He is Silent Hill. He makes the rum. Not my wife. I'm so sorry, Onyx. She deserves to go. She deserves to die. But isn't Xigbar alive in 3? Yeah, but like we're talking like his character. Like if his character was sent to Silent Hill, his giant meat flesh mech is Silent Hill, and he's Luxu. I think so. We're going more off the vibes of the character should go and if they would survive. So I think Xigbar would go and die, even though he's alive. Counterpoint. No. Fuck. Your Honor, in my defense, no. Alright. Now he would go into one of those monsters to survive. Alright, now we got the main people here. Aqua. Aqua goes and survives. For sure. Like, if they make a point to make Greg a whole character apart from Luxu and Greg deserves to go Silent Hill on his own and potentially Alexar, but yeah. Yeah. Ventus. Now, hold on. I think Terra deserves to go and he lives. And I think Ventus deserves to go because he killed Strelexia. And once he remembers that, it's going to be a whole fucking thing. But I think he deserves to go for that. Right? Because I don't think he can, like, let go of that of himself. Even if it wasn't his fault. He didn't do it! Slander! 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 It's not slander. I'm saying it aloud so it's libel. Never has been more ended up in Silent Hill lived in Aqua. My client is not guilty. She basically already did Slender Man. Oh fuck! Fine. He ends up in Silent Hill and lives, but I won't dig another inch. Okay? Slander. I keep on thinking of that fucking clip from Chowder where Chowder goes, well, at least I'm not a girl, and then fucking Panini goes, slander, and just starts screaming. Your Honor, it was a social experiment. Your Honor, if it pleases the court, it would be funny as fuck if I did that. It was just a prank. Oh man, she ends up in Silent Hill and she dies 100%. That poor girl. She wasn't built for this, and she dies for it. Oh my god. Who? R.I.P. my girl. Don't dare. Axel? Oh man, I think Axel deserves to go, but he lives. He's done some horrible things. Do the orc people keep their powers in there? Deserves. I don't know. Multiple murders. I don't know if orc people would be able to keep their powers in there. Deserves it for sure, but I think he lives. He found redemption in himself. He has killed. Daz, Leia, no Axel. Axel's Keyblade. That's true. Roxas. Roxas doesn't deserve it, but he ends up there and he dies. Xion and Roxas share that story. They end up in this horrible place and they die for it. You know what I mean? And that really sucks for them. Kairi is a Princess of Heart, so she can't go. I think she's fine. Riku. He deserves to go, and he deserves to live. Riku does think he deserves it. That's my argument for that. He does believe he would deserve it. Even though he was told false information, he would absolutely believe he deserves to go there. And he would 100%... That reason would be him coming out of it. Because he would find it himself to forgive himself. Goofy and Donald. Goofy ends up in Silent Hill. And he lives. Donald deserves to go to Silent Hill and lives. Him and Riku are straight kicking it. They're having a great time. Well, maybe not Goofy. Maybe not Riku, but Donald's having a great time. Goofy! Goofy, no! Donald deserves! The duck! He deserves to go to Silent Hill! And he deserves to die for it! That was a trick! I pulled a fast one on you! He deserves to die for it! He knows what he did. All the war crimes, all the things. No! Sora goes to Silent Hill and stay tuned for Cage 4. Also, hello, Soli. Oh, man. Sora. Sweet Sora. I think Sora deserves... He thinks he deserves to go to Silent Hill. Do not! Do not! He can't go! Put my boy in hell! No! Sora! Save my boy! No. He deserves to go when he dies.
You're stupid!
He can't keep getting away with it! I'm joking. I'm joking. He ends up in Silent Hill and lives.
Stay away from me!
He ends up there and he lives. He believes his own thoughts, but he believes it. And there we go, gang. Silent Hill list. Cage. Save. Download. And there it is, everybody. We did it. We did this list, and we did a great job with it. Thank you so much, everyone, for chilling with me. He's the most innocent cinnamon roll. We did it, everyone. And now we get to have the fun part of watching me die to Silent Hill F's final boss. It's going to be so much fun. Alright, I'm going to get everything set up and ready. Feel free to kick it for a second while I go get started. Alright, gang, I'll be right back. Alright, gang. We are back in it. Let me just do a quick restart of the stream.